Hello students and welcome back to bankexamstudy.com. My name is Ramandeep Singh and today I'm going to share the latest financial awareness syllabus for the IBPS RRB Scale 2 and Scale 3. Students, as per my experience from last 4 to 5 years, every year there is a major change in the syllabus, right? So we have seen questions from FM, we have seen questions from a lot of questions from RBI circulars in past year, but this year, what I have noticed, there were a lot of questions from banking only, the current banking, whatever is happening in the banking industry, it was there in the exam. So that's how we have prepared the course. We are working on the course, students. So yesterday we started the classes. There are video classes, notes and the test series in the IBPS RRB GBO 2022 batch. It is a 10 months long course. It's a 10 months long course. So if you start early, obviously you'll be at a much better position than your competitors. You'll be miles ahead, right? I have noticed that the students who prepare for 6-7 months, they have the better probability of cracking the exam. So I personally recommend you to start your preparations for 2022 exam today. Don't come to me just 1 month or 2 months before the exam. 1-2 महीने पहले मत आना मेरे पास. Start your preparations today. Okay. So as per me, start with the union budget, whatever the latest budget that we are going to find in the month of February. That is really important. News related to banking. All the banks that's related to applications, the profitability of bank, the growth, mergers, acquisition, any new product launched by a bank, any MOU done by a bank with any agency, any government agency, any central government, any state government. So that is important. The LIC, GIC, any new insurance scheme related to LIC, GIC, general insurance and life insurance, the latest schemes, that is really important. The government schemes that is in the news. Although we have done in-depth research regarding regarding the government schemes in the previous year's course as well, and there were questions from our course in the government schemes. But whatever is there in the news, we have to do that as well. But there are certain schemes which are anyways very important, जैसे कि Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, Jan Dhan Yojana. These are popular schemes. We are gonna do that. Interest subvention scheme, Kisan credit card. These are important. Then comes to that various committees, landmark committees and latest committees, right? The landmark committees, popular committees related to banking and the latest committees. Okay. FDIs and FIIs, the guidelines and news, latest guidelines, any change in guidelines, that's important. RBI circulars and guidelines, although this year there were not many questions, but anyways, RBI circulars are very important, students. There are a lot of topics like priority sector lending. वो best जो है आपको RBI की guidelines से ही समझ सकते हैं. RBI guidelines, large exposure guidelines, guidelines related to urban cooperative banks, guidelines related to commercial banks, guidelines related to deposits, regarding CIBIL, regarding online banking, regarding ATM. All those guidelines are really important. Every month I do my analysis and I provide my analysis to you. मैं हर महीने एनालिसिस करता हूँ और आपको प्रोवाइड करता हूँ कोर्स में. फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट के टॉपिक्स बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं. रेशियो एनालिसिस, वर्किंग कैपिटल मैनेजमेंट, कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट, बेसिक्स ऑफ कैपिटल बजटिंग, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है एंड वी डू दैट. Last year there were no questions. This year there were not many questions from financial management, but a year before in 2018 I guess there were a lot of questions from financial management. तो इसलिए हमें करवाना पड़ेगा. Laws related to banking. This year there were not many questions from these topics, but negotiable instrument there was a question. RBI Act, banking regulations, SARFAESI, these are the important acts. But any act related to the banking, currency act for example, evidence act, that these are some important acts that we are going to do in this course, right? Current affairs, although current affairs, I mean, they were not important in the past, but this year there were a lot of questions. Financial institutions, their heads, their headquarters, their setup date, vision, we are going to do that in detail, right? In-depth analysis of every financial institution like RBI's, SEBI, NABARD, SIDB. We are gonna do that. IRDA. We are gonna do that in detail, in depth. Current affairs, when it comes to current affairs, the loan agreements, sports events, MOU, summits, awards and honors, appointments, government schemes. What I'm gonna do, I'm doing is I'm making a list. For example, let's say this is an appointment, this is a person, and he's appointed at whatever he's appointed as. I'm making a list linkable. You can click on this link and you can read in detail. So if you are starting your preparation today, you can read in detail. But if you are starting your preparation just 1 or 2 months before the exam, you don't have time to do your preparation properly. So it takes at least, I would say, 1.5 months for quantitative aptitude, 1.5 months for reasoning, and regularly you need to go through financial awareness topics at least 1 hour a day for regularly for 6 months to score at least 20 marks. Cutoffs are like, cutoffs are like 70. Next year it can be 75. I know the paper was tough last year, but I mean, if we are giving 6 months, then you can actually do it, right? So static topics, the history of banking, static banking concepts, a mutual fund derivatives. We are going to do that as well. This year I have seen 6 questions from these 4 topics. Okay. So IBPS RRB GBO scale 2 course students, scale 2 and scale 3, that you can use the same course for scale 3, right? And this is a full-fledged course. There is video classes for all the subjects, for all the subject study material is available in the PDF format as well. We are going to provide, last year we provided test series, and this year we are going to provide even more. Chapter wise tests are there, systematic study plan and interview preparation guidance is provided. Please give it a look. To the financial awareness section, 40 questions and 40 marks. The pattern has been changed. It is a very scoring subject, right? And the cutoff, you can see this year the cutoff is only 1, although, but you can score if you prepare 6 to 7 months for financial awareness. It is a sure shot, right? You can score like 20 plus. And if you do not prepare like for 5 to 6 months, you will be scoring 2, 3, 4, 5 marks, right? By preparing for 6-7 months, you are making it sure that you are gonna crack this exam, right? Sure shot हो जाता है, तो अभी से तैयारी शुरू कर लीजिए. This is the general का cutoff this year का 70.19, right? So students, the course is available on bankexamstudy.com. Links are available in the description. List of our students who cracked the IBPS RRB scale 2 scale 3 exam in the past using our study material in 2020, last year in 2019. Then in the Vijay Bank Credit Officer, Bank of India Credit Officer, Bank of Baroda Wealth Management. All these students that took our courses in the past, I'm really happy for them. And सबके लिए बहुत खुश हूँ. And if there is any doubt in your mind, 90672 01000. This is my personal WhatsApp number. Just drop me a WhatsApp message, or link to join the course is available in the description. Directly join the course there. And this is the right time. Today is the right time to start your preparations. पता भी नहीं चलेगा कब next year आ गया, 3-4 महीने निकल के. Then you won't be having enough time for your preparation. You won't be having enough time for practice or taking the test series. I have seen many students जो directly आते ही बोलते हैं मुझे test series दे दो. That is not the correct strategy. वो सही दिशा ही नहीं है. Don't do that. Start your preparation with the course. Links is available in the description. Start your preparation in a very systematic manner. Have a long-term strategy. 6 months is not a long-term strategy, but it is required. 2 months are not sufficient anymore. You need at least 6 to 7 months for completing your syllabus, and at least 1 month for the test series, and then you can do your revision as well. So today is the best time to start your preparation, and we can actually help you do your preparation in a systematic manner. Links are available in the description. Start your preparations today. That's all for today, students. Subscribe the channel, subscribe the course. That's very important. Like this video and tell your friends that I have started the course so that they can start their preparation as well. That's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye-bye.